New York City with Kim Holmes, and this is a continuation of the Sunday Home series, looking at the connection between hip-hop and house culture and spirituality. So Kim, do you feel like there's a relationship between spirituality and hip-hop and house?
Of course, you know, everything that we have learned is pretty much comes from spirit, you know, being connected to your ancestors, and all we're doing is being able to live our lives from the way that they didn't at this time, and being able to show what happens with families, what happens within life and environments, and how are we able to survive at critical times and be able to bring forth beauty again. And I think basically, as we're kindred spirits and people who connect with one another and on that same higher consciousness, is able to allow that to happen through the dance, through all types of movement. You know, where at this time so many different styles are coming together to be able to show how, you know, at different time periods, how we can all work as one.
And in your own life, can you remember one specific experience where you felt really connected to spirit as you were dancing in a club or in performance on the stage? I know that you worked with a lot of different artists.
And well, for me, with any artist or any time that I'm on stage or performing or dancing, it's for me to catapult to my highest and my best, so that I can share from a pure place in my heart, or to get those frustrations off of me from the day. So, you know, when you connect to that higher power and understanding, you know, how the music is moving you, or your spirit is doing that with you, and it's pretty much your guiding force.
And we were talking a little bit earlier about Marjory Smarth. Since she's not with us anymore, can you talk a little bit about her contribution to the culture and how you feel like she connects to this idea of spirituality within hip-hop and house dance culture?
Well, for me, Marjory was like a big sister. I got into house and hip-hop because of her, you know, and learning the whole scene, learning about the culture of house and where to go with different clubs. So a lot of her perspective for me comes in her understanding that we as women have so much to do, and she always showed who she was. She was a strong woman. She was a warrior. She was, you know, kind. She was humble. You know, in her dance, you would see things shift, you know, in the atmosphere when she would, you know, command her presence on the stage or in the dance circle. So she was you know, she was so great to us, and it's a shame that we had to lose her to such a way of this disease of cancer. But knowing that a lot of what she's instilled in so many people will be with us forever. You know, the essence of who she truly was is always with us.
And you said that you knew her earlier when you were 14 and she was 17. Did you always see this in her from?
No, at a young age, you don't know. You know, for me, I was really naive to the things that were going on. I was just so happy to be able to get outside and to go and dance and explore within the culture, and not knowing that this would be such a tremendous movement around the world. So I auditioned with her to dance in her group because there was a talent show at my high school, and the girls that I was dancing with, I kind of felt like it wasn't, I wanted to do more. So when I went over to her and watched her do, you know, it was a Running Man, actually, and Running Man with spins that she would do to be able to audition for her, and I was able to do it. And from that, we became friends, and she would come to my house to get me to go outside, and we would go to different jams. And you know, she really had me explore to see what dance was outside of what I was doing in dance schools. So I was I respect her so much for what she's done and being able to be such a mentor to me and in the industry. and in the culture, you know, even down to, you know, she used to dress us all up, you know, to get inside the clubs and stuff, you know, from the skirts to our hair, you know. I learned about, you know, sewing certain things and putting on our tights. It was just like, we were called at that time the Culture Shock Posse. So it's about, I guess a good 10 to 12 of us, and she would come to each and every one of our houses because we were younger, and, you know, to take us to the clubs and, you know, to see the scene, and we would, you know, we would dance and turn the club out and battle. And I didn't get a chance to do it, but at one point in time, you know, we were in school and they did the Working Overtime video with Diana Ross, and it was just, it was so memorable for me to even see that and know that so many of us were a part of this. And now where we're at as being older and wiser and taking the movement of house and understanding how to, like, to live off of it, to understand what we're doing. And it's, you know, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, you're healing people, and you're helping people grow, and you're changing mindsets, and you're opening, you know, minds that were so close to a way of what life is for us.
Yeah. And I think Sekou was talking a little bit about how, you know, like breaking is more masculine and house is really, it brings in the feminine energy. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like to be a woman within the culture?
That's funny. For me, being a woman, like, I always kind of like battle too. So
Did you battle the men?
Yeah, I battled the guys, because for me, like, I knew my females, you know, and that was like the easy side because you're already a female. Yeah. So, you know, to be able to battle the guys and understand their movement, and then how to turn it around so that it'll work on the female body, and I don't have to be so aggressive with it, but still being able to do their moves and regurgitate it back to them but in a feminine way, you know, and in beauty and in love and joy, and being able to connect and being one. Instead of being separate, you know.
And that's what I think that women bring to society. Where can people find you if they want to study with you?
I'm all over New York City. You can find me at Broadway Dance Center, which is 322 West 45th Street. You can find me at EXPG.